Mr. 8 for 5 social media and events.
Hey everybody, it's Mr. 845 here. I am chilling with another small business owner. This is Julia. She's going to tell us a little bit about our business. So Julia, go ahead, tell us who you are and what do you do?
Hi, my name is Julia Mailer. I'm a licensed esthetician and skincare specialist. My business is Skincare by Julia, and I'm located in Hopewell Junction on Route 52.
All right, awesome. So first and foremost, like every one of my interviews, I like to get right down to the nitty and gritty. So if somebody wanted to kind of get in touch with you or wanted to find out more about you, how exactly would they go about doing that?
My website is skincarebyjulia.me. I'm also Skincare by Julia on Instagram and Facebook. And a lot of my clients text me. My number is 914-204-1050.
Right. All right. So I don't do it much. So I know that estheticians have a certain smorgasbord of different services that you offer.
Yeah.
Kind of like give me an idea of exactly what kind of services you offer.
So I'm a skincare specialist. I specialize in whole skincare, facials. I also do hair removal, skincare, and laser hair removal, waxing. I'm specialized in laser hair reduction. That is primarily most of my business. Also specialized facials depending on my client. I have male clients, female clients, teenagers, all the way up to 85 years old.
Okay. All right. I mean, so in these facials, like, again, I don't really do that type of stuff, but I mean, you can see I have a nice growing beard here. So would you like basically just exfoliate the section that's not covered in hair, or how does that work for the guys at least?
So skin is the largest organ. So it's really important to take good care of your skin, male and female. A standard European facial consists of cleansing, toning, then you examine the skin through a magnifying lamp. I would determine the proper exfoliation for the particular client. Then we go into facial massage, an appropriate mask, and always a good moisturizing treatment with SPF.
Okay.
So obviously you have a beard, so I would definitely use particular products that are meant for men with thick beards to get under the skin.
Okay.
To get under the hair to the skin.
Yeah, I get you. I was picking up what you were putting down, but I know, it's all good.
Yes. Gotcha.
So, like some of the things that I've done, I've done laser hair removal a couple times on my neck, the lower neck part, and then like the back of my neck. I know that, I was going bald, so I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, if the symbol doesn't tell you, I'm bald. Is any of the facials help with like people that have like no hair up there, like they're just bald? And because like I still grow hair, I just like to shave it just because it's already like that pattern, if you will, that says, hey, listen, buddy, you're not going to have hair there for very long in your life. But do you have stuff that also takes care of like the head part, not just the facials?
Typically, estheticians concentrate on the face area. Our massage does include the full face, shoulders, arms, décolleté, which is the chest area. Not usually on the head. There are certain treatments, i.e. laser treatments, microneedling, things like that, that could target areas where there's no hair, like bald heads.
Yeah. Like I said, woo.
It's all right.
Listen, it just shows more of that lovely organ of mine that's the largest organ of my body. So now when it comes to like laser hair removal, is there any preparation that somebody would want to do to prepare for a session with you? Like, would they want to shave first before they come? If it's hair removal, like if I say this right, waxing, right? And then there's laser hair removal with the laser. Between the two, is there different prep for each?
Definitely. Waxing removes the hair at the root. So you need to have the hair a certain length, usually a quarter to a half an inch in length, in order to wax properly to get the full hair out. Laser hair removal, which is typically called laser hair reduction, permanent hair reduction. as opposed to permanent hair removal, like electrolysis or something like that. You do need the hair intact attached to the follicle for proper laser hair removal. So the client would shave the areas to be lasered the night before.
Okay.
So we make sure that the hair is still alive, attached to the bulb. Hair grows in a cycle, so we need to make sure that we attack the hair at the follicle during the right growth cycle.
Okay. And since you brought it up, like, how do you know what the proper growth cycle is?
So typically my clients come at the beginning for 6 to 8 treatments every 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
So if they come on their proper schedule, that's assuring that we're going to hit the hair follicles at the right stage of hair growth.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And then now, do you also like now with the hair removal part, let's kind of close that out because
Okay.
it's giving me PTSD. No, I'm just playing. Not having the hair and stuff. But now with pain, right? Do you find it that more people have certain areas that there's more pain? So like if they wanted to come and get your services, are there more areas that are sensitive to these type of procedures more than others?
Yeah. So you've had laser hair removal, so you know how it feels.
Yeah.
In the
pinching.
beard area,
Yeah,
in the
down
beard
here.
area, the hair tends to be thicker and coarser.
Mhm.
So I would say the pain level in those areas where the hair tends to grow more coarsely is a little bit more painful. Once we get through the initial protocol, 6, 7, 8 treatments, the hair starts to thin out. It definitely feels less snappy. So basically when the laser hits the skin, it feels like a little bit of a rubber band snapping on your skin with a little bit of heat. But again, as we start to thin out those hair follicles, the pain definitely is reduced. So, the beard area, maybe for women, the Brazilian area, areas where the hair tends to be a lot thicker, coarser, ingrown hairs, sometimes those can be a little bit more painful areas.
Okay. And so we have the laser hair removal, the waxing and stuff like that, right? You do waxing too? I don't know
Yep.
if I said that. Okay,
I do facial waxing.
just
Yep.
making sure. Now when it comes to like taking care of your skin and the facials, but like also the massages, right? So like, is there anything that are different depending on the person's skin? Like, do you evaluate their skin and say, okay, based on your skin profile, you're supposed to use this type of like products? Or
Definitely.
okay.
Yeah, definitely a big part of a facial is examining the examination of the skin after the initial cleansing. I do a thorough examination of every client's skin to determine if their skin is more on the dry side, if they need extra exfoliation, if their concerns are fine lines and wrinkles. Definitely the age category comes into play with that. As we age, our skin starts to thin, we lose collagen. So I definitely am very big on educating my clients as to what particular treatments they should start with.
Okay. And now is the skin tone come into it, right? So like like people with darker skin or lighter skin, does that affect the chemicals or I shouldn't say chemicals, but like the products that you use to kind of help their skin? Like, is there different levels depending on like if somebody's really tan, somebody's really white, or somebody's really dark, is that,
Definitely.
okay.
We call that the Fitzpatrick scale. So it goes from 1 to 6, depending on what your skin tone and ethnicity is. It definitely comes into play, especially with laser hair removal. We have to be very, very diligent as a laser technician as to settings that we use, proper settings for darker skin tones, as well as when the facials, happen also. So, depending on the client's skin tone, you wouldn't want to give them like a glycolic peel or something very, very intensive. That would determine for sure what their skin tone is.
Okay, I got you. And so just gotta go through the list of services one more time, just because I want to make sure I hit everything for you. So you have the laser hair removal, you have the facials. You said there was something about massages, and then was there any other services that you offer?
Yes, I offer all different types of facials. So if the client has had facials on a regular basis and they want something a little intense, I do different types of peels, glycolic peels, enzyme peels. I also do what's called microneedling, which is collagen induction therapy. It's a little tool that uses rotating sterile needles to puncture the skin, which helps rebuild collagen.
Okay.
I do a gua sha facial, which uses a tool, which is either jade or rose quartz, that is used during the massage portion of the facial, and that helps with lymphatic drainage and, you know, with the massage technique.
Okay, is that little roly thing that I see people like have on their
It's a
face?
little stone.
Uh-huh.
It's similar to the roly thing,
Okay.
but it's a little more intense.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then now I see some people online too that they have like these little spiked little needle things that they roll on people's like in certain areas
Yeah.
to kind of build hair. Do
Yeah.
you also do that too, or is it just more just like the hair removal part? Like for me, for instance, if I didn't have such full of beard and there was like a roller that I see guys using to kind of, and then there's like a cream that they put on to like actually add more hair or make it more like bulkier.
I take hair away. I don't bring more hair.
Okay, just asking. You never know. But
Yeah.
the biggest thing I want to make sure that people know who you are and what you do. So you said you're located in Hopewell.
I'm right on Route 52 in Hopewell Junction, not far from the Taconic.
Okay, so you're by kind of like that. The plaza there's a plaza with a Dunkin' Donuts, and then there's a plaza before that has like a pizzeria, if I'm not mistaken. Like
I'm heading more down towards the Fishkill area. So if you get off the Taconic, you're gonna head towards Fishkill. It's only a couple miles from the Taconic.
Okay. And when it comes to this stuff, I'm assuming that you've done your research on a lot of your products and services.
Yeah.
There's of course reading material on your website about all the different services that you offer?
Absolutely.
Okay. And if somebody wants to come in for like a consult, is it something that they could just walk in, or is it something that they would have to schedule with you?
I work by appointment, so it's best that clients text me or give me a call so we can schedule an appointment. Consultations are always free.
Okay.
I'm very big on educating my clients on the proper products to use, proper services that are appropriate for them. I don't believe in overselling my clients something that they don't need. So yeah, a consultation could be separate, but it's always during the procedure as well.
Okay. And then now when it comes to, I know I'm asking a lot of questions when it comes to this, when it comes to that, I just want to make sure that people know kind of like the services that you offer, the education that you give, so that way they feel more comfortable in utilizing your services and your products. Some people just might not know what lymphatic tissue is, you know what I'm saying? So like if there was a question about that stuff, as long as you have the capabilities of being able to help them, it really gives them more comfortability, if you will, when utilizing your services and kind of, getting an overall idea of what you do. Now, kind of like changing it up a little bit, but more kind of like wondering, and this is something I always ask a lot of business owners is, in the idea of becoming a business owner yourself and going through that path, what made you pick aesthetics, right? Did I say that right?
Aesthetics. Yes.
Aesthetics, what made you go into that type of field? Was that always your dream? Is that something that you just kind of fell into? What really brought you into this world?
So this is a sort of late in life story for me. I have a background in retail store management, as well as owning my own restaurant, catering business. I've always been in the food industry. 8 years ago, I decided that I wanted to have a little bit of a more stress-free life. So I went back to school at the age of 50 to become an esthetician. So this was something that was thought about, but not like planned for a long time. I was really looking for an industry where I could give people happiness and make them feel good instead of leaving angry, which usually tends to happen in retail.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I used to work at
sometimes restaurants too.
Yeah.
I want all my clients to leave happy. I want them to be to feel relaxed and comfortable, and educate them on something very important, which is skin. Like I said before, skin's our largest organ. I also have a certification in holistic nutrition. So I really bring nutrition into my consultations for my skincare clients as well, because I want them to understand how to heal their skin from the inside as well, because what we put in comes out.
So you're
So
saying all the McDonald's that I've eaten in my whole life doesn't add to my skin?
do you want me to tell you the truth?
We got some time. I mean, if you want to break it down, let's break it down. So like, oily foods, right? Let's say fried food, stuff like that. How does that really affect your skin?
So processed foods really affect your skin in a negative way. There's a couple things that are really no-nos, bad on the, good skincare list. And some of those things are smoking,
Okay.
excessive alcohol, not drinking enough water, eating foods that aren't good and nutritious for us, not enough vegetables, not enough fruit, smoking. I don't know if I said that already.
Yeah,
and
you did. But I mean,
SPF,
listen, I could see that though. Smoking, I've seen people like the oils that come off of the actual smoke actually like get embedded in your skin,
yeah.
not only
Yeah.
you breathing it in too. So I've seen that. And then
Well,
for
the
the
smoke
alcohol,
the nicotine is dehydrating your skin. So it does make you look older when your skin's dry, when you have lack of water in your skin, it does make you look older.
okay. And then the
For sure.
alcohol, I've seen like people with like rosacea like
Yeah.
symptoms because of the alcohol intake too. So
Yeah, if you have skin that's prone to rosacea, alcohol is definitely going to exacerbate that redness that you see on the face.
and now I know this is not probably in your wheelhouse, but I'm going to ask it anyway and see if it is.
Okay.
So like, are you also like checking people's skin and kind of like doing Dr. Pimple Popper type of stuff, or is it just? Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Do you have those videos?
Extractions.
Do you have those videos on your page?
I love watching those videos.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody the other day when, extractions, which I forgot to mention are also a part of the European facial,
Okay.
is something for an esthetician that is really satisfying. It's
Yeah,
satisfying to do it because you're getting rid of something that's not supposed to be there. It's satisfying to watch it. For example, Dr. Pimple Popper. So yeah, we're a little weird like that as skincare people.
I mean, I'm not a skin person, but I love watching I have a bio background. So it's like, watching those videos is very satisfying because it cleans up the skin. It gets rid of all the stuff that's on your face that's not supposed to be there, the oils and the whiteheads, the blackheads. And when it comes to like more intense, like symptoms, if you will, like if they have like a cyst on the inside of their skin, is that something that you would of course refer them to a dermatologist, or is that something that you take care of in-house?
Absolutely.
Okay. So
I can't diagnose.
Okay.
I do know for the most part what I'm looking at, and I can suggest that my client see a dermatologist, but things that are out of my wheelhouse, I definitely encourage them to see a dermatologist to get a proper diagnosis.
Okay. And just kind of in that path, right? So like, what about sunspots on somebody's face? I know it's kind of like freckles, if you will, but like sunspots or age spots on people's faces, that's something that you also take care of with your facials or the different services?
So there's a lot of things that you can do to, not eliminate, but make better. Reduce the look of something like sunspots, hyperpigmentation, redness in the skin. I do have a laser that takes care of lightening, hyperpigmentation, dark spots, as well as the look of redness in the skin, for example, broken capillaries, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, a series of treatments can reduce those types of things, but the client also has to be pretty vigilant about home care as well. If you're a sun worshiper, if you're going out into the sun all the time without using sunscreen, those sunspots are going to come right back. So,
Yeah, no, I get it. Listen,
you could pay me for laser treatments, but you got to do your job too.
Yeah. I mean, so that's kind of like why I wanted to bring it up is like, it's a service that you're paying for, but if you really want to get your money's worth, you got to do the regimen with it, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, if somebody wants to set up a consultation, again, is that something that they're going to be doing via the phone number, or is that something that they do right off your website? How would they sign up for that?
You could book an appointment online on my website, skincarebyjulia.me. Also, people text me all sorts of times during the day and night to schedule appointments. It's
Okay.
nonstop. So 914-204-1050 is my cell phone number. And yeah, shoot me a text or give me a call. I'd be happy to give a consultation over the phone as well, as best I can. But I prefer to see the client in person so I could take a look at their skin and what they need.
Okay, awesome. And I just wanted to, give you like all the business owners a chance to kind of like finalize their videos and stuff like that and just kind of bring everything together. So if there's one thing that you could kind of offer people, whether that be advice or guidance or anything like that in your field of business, what kind of things would you want to leave them with?
It's really important to me to educate my clients and to have them understand what the skin can do for us and what can happen to the skin if we don't take care of it. It's, again, I said this a couple times right now, that it's our largest organ. It's very important. A lot of clients come to me and they want to know how they can look younger, or if I could, give them a miracle in one facial. But it takes at-home care. It takes good products, professional products that you can purchase only through a licensed esthetician. We went to school for what we do. We're educated, and utilize us. Skin is important. It's just as important as getting your hair done on a regular basis, going to the doctor. If you want to look good and feel good, take good care of your skin and come to a professional.
Yeah, it's the skin you're in, right?
Yeah.
I forgot whose slogan that was, but
Take care of the skin you're in.
Yeah, there you go. So thank you very much, Julia. I appreciate you allowing me to interview you and getting more people to find out more about your business. This is something that I'm kind of like doing every week. We're lining up interviews left and right, and we actually have like over 75 interviews that I'm doing right now. I'm getting down to like 70-ish. But they're going to be appearing every Wednesday. So you're going to check out this interview on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Just keep on watching either this channel, which is the Ramon Pinheiro channel on Facebook, which is the verified channel, Mr. 845 social media and events, or you can check us out on YouTube under my CE Avengers channel, which is the original channel that I started all this stuff with, trying to get more people to find out about all the businesses of the Hudson Valley. It's a very important, because without us getting to know who they are, what they do, and how to find them, a lot of times they go the way of the dodo without even getting a chance to try them out for the first time. Julia, I appreciate having you. I know that you're local to the Hudson Valley, so that's great. Hopefully we'll be catching up soon in person. And that being said, everybody, this is Mr. 845. We're going to be hitting the streets, finding out if we can find you a new favorite. Check out all our videos, like I said, every Wednesday, 12 p.m. When they get released or premiered. We'll be also highlighting some things on Instagram and TikTok to just kind of give you like those little intro videos. But a lot of the information that we come up is to just find out more about small businesses, help small businesses, keep yourself safe on the internet, especially when it comes to social media, not getting hacked. Check out some of the videos that we've done, and hopefully we can help you out and find you a new favorite on the Hudson Valley businesses, right? All right, guys. That being said, have a nice day.